So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Aveeno Apple Cider Vinegar Blend. This is part of their Clarify and Shine range. It says it's for all hair types, but mine is oily. I have oily roots, and it says that it's clinically proven to soothe a dry, itchy, and flaky scalp. Welcome back to Self-Care Karen. It is lovely to have you here. I'm here on YouTube giving you new beauty product reviews every Friday. I also do guided meditations and I do tap along sessions with EFT or emotional freedom techniques tapping. If you want to know more about my brand, the other things that I do, because I sell stuff online as well, please just take a look at the video description. But I'm all about empowering busy women with their self-care. Okay, so today I'm going to be reviewing this shampoo from Aveeno. This is the first ever shampoo that I have used from Aveeno, and the reason why I have used this, I've bought this and tried it out, is because Mary, who is on TikTok, I think her handle is all about hair care or something like that. She's a professional hairdresser and she does a lot of videos on TikTok with product reviews and advice for different types of hair. She has often recommended this shampoo as a really good clarifying shampoo. So I thought I would give it a go, because basically the more I think about it, and I've been on a hair care journey for a while now, well over a year, and I've done lots and lots of different videos about different hair dyes, different shampoos, different hair care products, and as I said, I've got lots of videos. I have a playlist just on hair care. If you want to take a look, just click on the link up here. But basically, the more I get into understanding the hair and my hair, I realize that I really should just give up this notion that I can train my hair to go longer between washes. I think I saw a video of that recently of someone else on YouTube saying that was a complete fallacy. Actually, I think it was Abbey Young, and I'll link to both Mary and to Abbey in the video description. But basically, I think Abbey she's got amazing, beautiful hair, really long and luscious, and she's too has been on a hair care journey. She says, you know, you need to get the shampoo for your scalp, and the same thing as Mary says this. And I think Abbey recently has started saying, if you need to wash your hair more frequently, don't worry about it. It's important that you know that you do that, and then you look after your hair, because your hair is kind of weakest at when it's wet. Okay, and that notion that your hair is weakest when it's wet is really enforced by another YouTuber called the Blowout Professor. Yes, I watch a lot of YouTube. Yes, I watch a lot of TikTok videos. Just because I'm especially on hair, because I'm no expert. Yes, I'm a qualified skincare coach, and skincare really is a passion of mine, but hair care is not something that I really know very much about. Anyway, so combining kind of all the different advice that I'm getting, cherry picking and trying out stuff from my hair, I thought I will try out this shampoo, which as I said, is supposed to be a very good clarifying shampoo. It is, I would say it's kind of middle of the road. It's not high end, really expensive, but it is slightly more expensive than definitely than the Timotei range, which I'll link to the video up here. I did a review on that range, but it's become really hard to actually find that range now in the shop, so I guess it's not doing so good, which is a shame, because I actually really liked it, spoiler alert. But also, you know, I'm just sort of comparing it to the other shampoos that I've been using recently. So things that spring to mind, I use the L'Oreal Elvive Bond Repair range, and I do have some kind of shining stars in that range that I really like, but the shampoo was not one of them. But I'll link to that video up here. But you know, just thinking back of all these shampoos that I've been trying out, and conditioners, but particularly the shampoos, I've felt that there has been like a lacking in terms of dealing with my oily roots, because I do have oily roots, but I also have dry, over processed ends. They're quite frizzy, but I'm realizing now I kind of need to deal with those separately. So the shampoo is all about the roots and the scalp, and the conditioner and any kind of treatment masks and leave-in stuff, that is all going to be about the ends and the over processedness. Also, what I found to be really, really helpful in my kind of hair care journey is to use a bond repair treatment. So I've used the Redken acidic bonding one, and I've used the L'Oreal Elvive Bond Repair. I've used a couple of others, but those two really have worked out really well for me. But I've used them as kind of masks, hair masks, after I've washed my hair, not as they say, which is before shampooing. Anyway, if you want to know more about all of that, definitely check out my playlist. I will be linking to the products that I'm mentioning in this video in the video description. And just as an advisory, where I have Amazon affiliate links, I will put them. I am an Amazon associate. That means I might earn from qualifying purchases, but just please note this video and all of my videos is not sponsored, so it's not an advert. This is definitely my honest review. So anyway, so I also bought this not only because of it being recommended, but I decided to do a review of just a shampoo because I have loads of conditioners left over from previous trying out experiments of different hair care, and I thought, oh, you know what, I'll just buy a shampoo and then I can use them with different conditioners. So I'm slowly working through all these kind of conditioners that I've got left over. Anyway, so I had high expectations for this shampoo because it was recommended by Mary, and I know that apple cider vinegar is supposed to be really good for the hair. So what can I tell you? I did like the shampoo. I think it is a good clarifying shampoo, but I don't think I would repurchase it. Okay, and the reason for that is because for the price point, so this was around £7 when I bought it. I think it's on sale at the moment, but you know, this video is going to be forever on YouTube, so you know, who knows what will happen with the price. But so you know, don't quote me on the price, right? It can vary, but I think you can get better shampoos for less. So I mentioned Timotei already. I really like the purifying shampoo from that range, green tea extract purifying shampoo. And I'm also trying out now a Head and Shoulders shampoo, which I'm quite surprised that I'm trying that out, but I am, and that's also at a lower price point. And so far, the comparison, like, they're very similar. So yeah, so this does cleanse well, but I would say it's very thick. Okay, so obviously when you wash your hair, you need to make sure that your hair is soaking wet. That's something that I learned through Abbey Young, thank you. So really saturate your hair with water. And then when you're applying the shampoo, and thank you to the Blowout professor on this, make sure that you're putting the shampoo on your scalp, not on your lengths, not down here somewhere, but actually hitting the scalp, because that is what you're trying to cleanse, right? You're not trying to, the rest of your hair will get cleansed as you wash out the shampoo. Just hit the scalp area, and you know, make sure that you're really getting in between all the different strands. This shampoo, let me just show you, is quite thick. I don't know if you can see that coming out here. So I actually find that it's quite difficult to apply to the roots because it is such a thick consistency. I prefer a slightly more watery or liquid consistency for my shampoos. I think that makes it easier to really get into the roots. And with this one, if I go in twice, then I really know that I've done a really good cleanse. And I don't really think that should be necessary, right? I think you should just be able to go in once. So for me, the consistency is what puts me off. The smell, it is apple cider vinegary, but it's more leaning towards the apple than it is to the vinegar, but it's not a pure apple smell. So but the smell doesn't linger. So once you've used it, it washes out and you don't really get wafts of it during the day. One thing to mention about the shampoo is that it's actually quite difficult to rinse out. So I don't notice that so much on my hair because when I'm in the shower and I'm rinsing out my shampoo, I'm normally doing squats in the shower. I just find that to be a good place to do these. I have to do like 30 squats every day for a hip problem that I have. Anyway, so I get a lot of hair in it, you know, I get a lot of water on my hair, so it washes out fine. But I did try using this shampoo on my son's hair, and he's got completely different hair to me. It's very, very fine. He's blonde, which, you know, is crazy, right? Because there's not many blonde people in our family. Yeah, so he's blonde and it's fine hair. And he used to have a lot of cradle cap, but I got rid of that. We got rid of that some time ago where we used, I think it was a Johnson & Johnson shampoo, and it just kind of disappeared all of a sudden. It was amazing. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll put a link to that in the video description. But basically with his hair, it was really hard to rinse out. And I don't know if you've ever washed a kid's hair, but they hate it normally, right? And so having to, you know, grapple with, you know, jug after jug of water to rinse it out is just really annoying. So I've stopped using it on his hair because I found alternatives which rinse out way quicker, and that's just makes for a better bathing experience with my son. So yeah, but it does take a lot to get it out again. So again, it's very thick, and then it takes a lot to get it out. If you are having problems because you do have oily roots, this is certainly, or even like they say, a dry, itchy and flaky scalp, which I don't have, but you know, this is what this is designed for, then this may well work out really well for you. However, it's so far not my favorite shampoo that I've ever tried in my life. But you know, I do like the fact that it's got the colloidal oat in it, which is supposed to be quite nourishing. It didn't really strip any of my hair color. And by the way, I know I look a bit stripy today. I have just done a video on the new Planter 39 anti-grey effect shampoo, and I will link that video up here if you've not seen it, and if you want to know more about that. But yeah, I do know that it's time for me to do my roots. They're looking very pronounced. Just before doing this video, I was in the lift in my building, and that lift, I don't know what the lighting, it just shows up everything. I'd actually gone out feeling like really happy about my makeup look because I was trying a new foundation with a different primer, and I thought, oh yeah, this is way better. Then I looked in the mirror and I realized that I looked all the texture is showing. You can probably see it here on this video. So I have another foundation fail. I was trying to make it work and I haven't been able to, which is it's really sad for me. But I will continue watching. I will continue looking out for a foundation that does work. And please, if you have any recommendations, put them in the comments. But yeah, so I tried to repair my makeup look. Well, I don't know if I've been successful doing that. But yeah, that lift, it just shows up everything. So yeah, don't look in the mirror. I think that's the advice I need to tell myself when you're in the lift. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not a massive fan of this shampoo, but I think it could work for some people. So yeah, if you are really at your wit's end trying to deal with oily roots or a dry, itchy, what do they say, flaky scalp, then maybe this is the one for you. But otherwise, I'm going to carry on looking and trying out new shampoos or different shampoos that I think work better than this, because I think I can do better than this. And as you know, I'm all about budget, so I'm really looking for those affordable steals that you can get that really do the job without having to revert to really high-end hair care products. By the way, today I've got a leave-in kind of conditioner in from Archive. I'm going to be doing a video on Archive very soon. I also use their treatment mask as the conditioner today. So yeah, I'm trying those products out, but so far the kind of finishing products that I've preferred have been from L'Oreal, Elvive and Pantene, and I'll link those two products below in the video description as well, just in case you wanted to take a look at those as well. So yeah, if you do have any suggestions, please let me know. Let me know if you've tried out this shampoo. I'd love to know if it worked or not for you. And yeah, just remember, every Friday I upload another beauty product review, and I also have kind of more general self-care videos every now and again, and I load those on a Monday. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.